Hi, Bhavya.
Hi, Christina. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good, good.
It's a big day.
Yes, excited.
I know.
Associated with ISF or India SME Forums in the last 5 years and help to reach out to market in a much more better way, help to even reorganize the way we do business. So we were one of the companies where in the HR and compliance space where we were invited and the entire amount was paid by the government. So that was a wonderful thing and the whole experience was very, very good. The entire team is fantastic. They're always available for helping you out. They just a WhatsApp message away or a call away. And personally, I have never found an issue in reaching out to them. And at the same time, once we are engaged, a lot of opportunities has come my way. So I think anyone who's joining India SME Forum needs to keep if they are very much interested to expand their business, they're very much interested how to expand the business, how to get money, how to get business planning, how to do the sales planning. I think India SME Forum really does well.
I'm associated with India SME Forum and my experience with them is incredible. The whole team is working 24/7 dedicatedly to help entrepreneurs in the country, especially the women entrepreneurs who belong from underprivileged sections, who is having language barriers, who doesn't have the ease of access to avail benefits and opportunities which government is providing. For entrepreneurs like us, those who are working on small scale, for which it is very difficult for us to understand the guidelines given by government, so that we can work wholeheartedly, we can have ease of access, we can have ease to finances, we can have ease to opportunities.
We got associated with India SME Forum in 2013. We got exposed to a lot of new business opportunities and as well as international opportunities. And the end-to-end experience has been phenomenal through India SME Forum. They have been a great host and working towards common goals of betterment of SMEs in India.
Thank you SME for sponsoring my Las Vegas trip, which proved to be a very productive, profitable and encouraged trip.
हम लोग मैन्युफैक्चरर्स एंड एक्सपोर्टर्स हैं फ्लोर मिल्स एंड फूड प्रोसेसिंग मशीन्स के और मुझे आईएसएफ के यूरोपियन कांग्रेस में जाने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ जो कि पोलैंड में आयोजित हुआ था। इसमें जहां हमको बिजनेस की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली वहीं पर बहुत से लोगों से मिलने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ एंड ये एक बेहतरीन अवसर था हमारे लिए अपने बिजनेस को यूरोप में बढ़ाने के लिए और इसके लिए मैं आईएसएफ और एमएसएमई मिनिस्ट्री एंड डिपार्टमेंट दोनों का धन्यवाद देता हूँ। जय हिंद।
My career got a boom when I connected myself with SME Forum. Here, they made me aware of GEM and also told me about the various schemes given by the Ministry of MSME to all the women entrepreneurs. Not only this, they also enlightened me to market my product in a different way, giving it a new dimension. Thank you SME Forum for all your support and guidance. Much appreciated.
India Small and Medium Enterprises Forum had given me an opportunity to showcase Northeast India's handmade product internationally by sponsoring my visit. The networking opportunities were very helpful, connecting me with different business people and also to understand the international market. Right now we are in the process of developing a self-sustaining village model in Manipur, including a project to extract essential oil and to cultivate aromatic plants.
India SME Forum has helped me to participate in international market and explore business opportunities. And even it's helped me to claim the post of the exhibition from the Ministry of MSME. ISF के जरिए मैंने पहली बार ग्लोबल मार्केट को समझा और उसमें काम करने के सर्विस स्टैंडर्ड को जाना.
We are from biotech healthcare industry. Genetics has been part of the India SME Forum for the last 6-7 years. It has brought us a lot of value and learning, and as a small industry benefits from part of this forum, I know, as well as coming from the Government of India.
India SME Forum has given me a big platform, and it is because of the opportunity I could come into contact of a bigger network, which is proving me very much helpful for my business. I look forward for the same support and opportunities ahead from India SME Forum.
I would like to give my heartfelt thanks to India SME Forum for allowing me to participate in the Shakti 2020 Expo, which gave a big boost to my business and helped me to network. I would also like to thank them for making it free of cost, and I hope going forward I can participate in more shows and more expos.
Been associated with them for last 3 years, and the journey started by Global Space winning India SME Forum's SME 100 award, and since then they have helped entrepreneurs like me in many ways. Started with taking us to some international trips wherein it was a delegation for exploring business possibilities, and that gave us a lot of confidence and some opportunities which are critical for an organization of our size. India SME Forum has been a great support in terms of any other issues which crops up for budding young entrepreneurs like us. They have a lot of informative sessions, a lot of relevant and filtered information which are very, very important for a entrepreneur like us who may be neck deep into our operations, but these things get ignored. I would like to describe them as an apt and an ideal association for a budding entrepreneur like me.
Good evening. A very warm welcome to everyone present today for the program on unlocking the export potential of women entrepreneurs, challenges and opportunities. I would like to welcome all our esteemed guests for today who have joined us. And now I would like to invite Ms. Sushma Morthania, Director General, India SME Forum, to set the context for the session today. Unlocking the export potential of women entrepreneurs, challenges and opportunities. I would like to welcome all our esteemed guests for today who have joined us. And now I would like to invite Ms. Sushma Morthania, Director General, India SME Forum, to set the context for the session today. Unlocking the export potential of women entrepreneurs, challenges and opportunities. I would like to welcome all our esteemed guests for today who have joined us.
Echo.
And now I would like to invite Ms. Sushma Morthania, Director General, India SME Forum, to set the context for unlocking the export potential of women entrepreneurs, challenges and opportunities. I would like to welcome all our esteemed guests for today who have joined us.
Echo.
And now
Just allow us.
Ms. Sushma Morthania, Director General, India SME Forum, to set the context for unlocking the export potential of women entrepreneurs, challenges.
Just allow us 30 seconds, I believe. Okay, we've managed to stop. Great. Well, thank you very much. A very
I would say I'm sitting here in Delhi and it's a very cold evening, but a very warm welcome and good evening to all our guests, viewers, friends, my members, and all the delegates who have joined here today on this program for unlocking the true export potential of women entrepreneurs of India. And we want to look at challenges and what are the opportunities. Through this webinar, we are also going to mark the launch and announcement of call for applications for the Women Exporters Program that we intend to start from 1st of March. The applications would be invited from today onwards, and that's what is in the offing today evening. But before that, we would like to introduce you to our partners for this program. I would like to welcome Ms. Christina Struller, who is the Vice President Corporate Affairs for ISMEA UPS, and Ms. Caroline Keunica, ISMEA Community Relations Manager from UPS. UPS is our major partner for this Women Exporters Program, along with the support of Ministry of MSME and National Commission for Women. Not to mention my dear friends present here, Ms. Hemlata, Ms. Nehal Londe. I am still expecting Hiresha Verma and Dr. Smita Naram to join. I would also like to take this opportunity to invite Ms. Deepali Agarwal, who is the CGM of Exim Bank. A very good evening to you. And once again, a very good evening and warm welcome to all the viewers who have joined us today for this program. I am Sushma Morthania, Director General of India SME Forum, and I would like to offer a very brief background on why we are discussing the export potential, why this program, and what's in store in this entire program. At India SME Forum, we are extremely conscious and committed to the cause of facilitating women entrepreneurs of India and helping them in growing their business in whatever way they can. I would like to welcome Dr. Smita Naram. Hi, Smita ji.
Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar.
Namaskar. So I would just like to, start by quoting a quote from Swami Vivekananda. He says, the best thermometer to the progress of a nation is its treatment of its women. And, our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, also echoes his thoughts. And he says that the progress of women always gives strength to the empowerment of the nation, and the priority of our country lies in the full participation of women in India's developmental journey. So, why I'm quoting this is that right from the top leadership of this country to organizations like India SME Forum, everybody realizes the importance of role of women in our country's development, in the GDP of the country, in the development of the economy of this country. At India SME Forum, we started Women's Wing in 2015. And since then and now, we have more than 7,000 women entrepreneurs as our members who are associated with us. They belong to all industry sectors and they are spread across India. I would like to also bring to the attention of all our esteemed speakers and our participants a few numbers. Today 252 million women entrepreneurs are owning business across the world, of which 8 million are women entrepreneurs or women enterprises from India. So these 8 million basically constitute 20% of total MSMEs of India. And when I say MSMEs, so 17.9% are micro, 10.2% are small, and 5% are medium entrepreneurs or medium-sized companies. 80% of the loans have been granted to women entrepreneurs under the Stand Up India program launched by Honorable Prime Minister, or announced by Honorable Prime Minister for women, and 70% of loans were given to women under Mudra. At India SME Forum, we realized the importance of building entrepreneurship amongst women, and also entrepreneurship to be treated as one of the modes or means to economic independence. And that's where we, last year, we started this program with National Commission for Women on building entrepreneurship for economic independence. Along with that, we also started an initiative called India Exports version 1. Again, we are very grateful to UPS, which was partnered by UPS. And when we were running this initiative, we ran this program. At the end of this program, we conducted a survey, and we figured out that there was a dire need to understand what kind of export potential is offered by different countries, what kind of export potential is offered by different sectors, what kind of opportunities exist, and how these opportunities can be explored. And to our surprise, when we actually also surveyed how many women-owned businesses were in exports, there were hardly any. I mean, all the numbers that I quoted of women-owned businesses, mind you, only around 150 companies, only 150 companies are exporters who are women-owned businesses. And that's a very, 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 minuscule number, which we can just count on fingers. And that's when we realized that a program such as this, wherein we need to ready women on venturing out into exports, was so crucial and critical, and how important at this time. We are once again grateful to UPS to have partnered with us for this. I mean, of course, we had number of sessions of discussion to actually arrive and curate at such a program. We believe that there is a need to understand the potential. There is a proper hand-holding required to be done for women-owned businesses to understand which markets, which businesses, which countries, what opportunities, what kind of quality, what kind of certification, documentation, supply chain requirements, testing facilities, trademark, patenting, and so much more. And to meet all these requirements, capacity building, building human resource, going online, digital transformation, and of course, most important of all is money, credit, finance. So all these things, there is hand-holding to be done, women need to be made aware of this. And, this is the next progressive and logical step. They have, of course, proved their mettle and done exceedingly well in domestic business. And now, I believe is the time to step out, venture out, and go hunt for more greener pastures, I would say, and cross borders and boundaries. And here we are at India SME Forum with this Women Exporters Program, which we are going to learn more about. I would like to now pass on the baton to Christina to say a few words on this program. And then we would like to learn from other entrepreneurs who are present here on how did they venture into exports and why all these women should, venture into exports as the next logical step. So over to you, Christina.
Thank you so much, Sushma, and welcome everyone. My name is Christina Struller. I'm the VP for Corporate Affairs for the Indian subcontinent, Middle East and Africa. I'm sitting in a little bit more warmer climate today, Sushma. I'm in Dubai, 27 degrees, so I can feel for you. But it's a pleasure being here with all of you. So really thank you for making it. And it's just phenomenal, all the numbers you just mentioned. And I think what is most outstanding is the number of exporting women-owned businesses. And that's really, really small. But hey, I'm so glad that already one of the ladies is here with us today, Dr. Smita. So I'm really glad to see some of those successful entrepreneurs. And I'm really looking forward, along with my colleagues, to have many more female entrepreneurs that are going to export, to take that journey after our first cohort. Let me start off to talk a little bit more about UPS, just for those ladies and gentlemen in the audience who are not very familiar with us yet. UPS is a global leader when it comes to supply chain, package delivery, and logistics services. And we move daily 2% of the world's GDP. So we have been serving customers around the world for more than 115 years. And in India, we are for more than 30 years. We provide road, air, and ocean shipping and logistics services in more than 220 countries and territories around the world. So we make sure that we can help all of the SMEs access globally connected networks. And that's critical to actually take that journey and to start exporting. You want to be connected to the world. In 2021, you might have heard about Movin. That's a new joint venture between UPS and InterGlobe, enterprises that serves the needs and demands of the fast-paced Indian market. So Movin is our domestic logistics company, which we launched in India, which you can as well leverage for any intra-India shipping. So since you have now become familiar with UPS, it's time to talk about the Women Exporters Program. That's why we are here today. We are super excited to launch the UPS Women Exporters Program in India. And as we progress towards a major developmental goal in line with our set ambitions for the important program and in alignment with the ambitious goals of the Indian government. Today is an important day in our journey for the Women Exporters Program, as we have been working together on this milestone event and program for quite a long time with Sushma and the team. This initiative is very close to my heart, as I had the privilege to work with many inspiring and driven female entrepreneurs and women-owned businesses during my past 5 years at UPS, where I got to witness some of amazing success stories. For example, from Aisha, who expanded her small leather business in India and is now providing her goods to the clothing store Zara around the world. Or Jacqueline, a Mexican honey producer that expanded her honey business during the pandemic to her new key markets in Qatar and Saudi Arabia. So I still get really very much excited when I speak to small and medium businesses, especially diverse and female-owned businesses, whom we have helped to access global markets, to flourish and to grow their business. Each business is unique on its own, but all of them have several common traits that set them apart from the rest. What I understood so far working with them, most of them have been very ambitious, very driven, consistent. They never give up. They all have a can-do attitude, and they work extremely hard. And that is really what inspires me to do more and to help more women succeed. So before we speak about the launch in India, let's look at the Women Exporters Program holistically. We all know, just listening to Sushma's remarks, when more women work, economies will grow. Women economic empowerment boosts productivity, it increases economic diversification and income equality, in addition to many other positive development outcomes. It is clear that we can supercharge the global economy by unlocking the power of women entrepreneurs and ensuring they can trade the products around the world. And that is why we are focused on advancing sustainable and inclusive trade agenda at UPS that drives competitiveness and job creating opportunities for women-owned businesses. So UPS and the UPS Foundation have committed significant resources and industry expertise to support the growth of women-owned businesses globally. And we have been doing that for the last 5 years through our Women Exporters program. So that program has achieved notable progress in addressing the disparity in education and workforce participation between men and women by providing targeted assistance to women-owned SMEs worldwide. So we know that women in business are equally skilled and have equal potential as the male counterparts. But what we have learned is in the past years, when working with women entrepreneurs, unfortunately, most don't have access to important resources, information, and training that helps them to take the business global. So yes, there are more burdens for women to start their exporting journey and to grow the business beyond the border. And I think that's what we just realized when Sushma shared some numbers with us. There is a big disparity in the number when it comes to women-owned businesses and male-owned businesses. And that is why UPS and the UPS Foundation developed and tailored programs around the world to equip those women entrepreneurs with the required resources, including providing sector-specific knowledge, enhancing access to finance, and helping women-led businesses leverage free trade agreements to boost exports to new markets. Over the last 5 years, we have expanded our partnerships, and I'm proud to say that so far we are running the Women Exporters program in more than 10 international countries, including the UAE, Vietnam, Mexico, Nigeria, Italy, and many more. And today, we are finally launching the program in India. So now it's time for our India chapter. And why India, you still ask? I say, why not? So I did some homework like Sushma, which I'd like to share with you. So as you all know, India has an ambitious target of becoming a $5 trillion economy by 2024. If achieved, India will become the third largest economy in the world. And this can only be achieved if women-owned businesses are part of its growth. Second, women entrepreneurs in India provide direct employment to around 22 to 27 million people, according to a survey done by Bain & Co. But unfortunately, most of them are not exporting their goods. And we learned if you export your business, if you export your goods, you tend to hire more employees. So you're providing more opportunities for people to work. Thirdly, by accelerating the quality and quantity of entrepreneurship among women, they can generate 150 to 170 million jobs by 2030. That's like in 7 years. So that's quite a lot of new jobs creation. And lastly, fourth, according to a recent report, there are currently about 15 million women-owned enterprises in India. Although this number is huge, it only represents 20% of all enterprises. As Sushma mentioned, only 1 out of 5 businesses is women-owned so far. So through government support and other organizations like the India SME Forum and UPS, we can take actions to support women in business in the coming years. And this number of 15 million owned businesses in India has the potential to increase at least to 30 million women-owned businesses. Given those facts, I believe that there's simply no better country than India to launch the Women Exporters program. And there's no better time than today. With the exceptional growth witnessed by the Indian startup ecosystem, it's encouraging to see that more and more women are chasing the entrepreneurial dream and succeeding in their ventures. I would like to take a moment to applaud the government of India's commitment to women economic empowerment. As recently as last September 2022, Prime Minister Modi stated that, I quote, "A huge difference between the India of the last century and the new India of the present century has come as a representation of our Nari Shakti." And that is really powerful. as well as central government's efforts to support women entrepreneurs, is evidenced in its policy initiatives, such as the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program scheme, under which women entrepreneurs are entitled to 25% and 35% subsidies for the projects set up in urban and rural areas, respectively. So we at UPS are proud to be aligned with India's vision for women economic empowerment, and hence we have embarked on some productive and fruitful partnerships. There is no magic without partners, and I'm so thankful and excited that we did not just find any partner, but an amazing partner for this important program, and that's the India SME Forum. That's not our first program. We, as well as Sushma mentioned, have been partnered already in the Exports Initiative. And even this is an amazing program. I'm so glad to see that Sushma and the team have many more programs for many other business sectors, for many other business sizes. So I think there's a lot of opportunities by working all together, we can really do that magic and help female-owned businesses grow. So thank you for the partnership and friendship, Vinod and Sushma. It's encouraging for all of us at UPS to find a partner that shares the same values and goal to make the world a better place by helping female entrepreneurs to succeed. Collaboration gets us closer to our goals, helps us achieve the impossible, and enables us truly to deliver what matters. Collaboration and partnerships with India's SME Forum aimed us to provide a unique network and platform to connect women entrepreneurs by leveraging our expertise, which is in cross-border commerce, small business needs, and e-commerce, alongside global supply chains. This is going to be a truly empowering program, which includes best-in-class mentors that will work closely with select women entrepreneurs. We as well will provide in-person networking opportunities to expand your reach to other entrepreneurs, potential customers, government officials, and corporate leaders. For 3 months, 500 select women will be provided with more than 35 hours of mentorship and training that sets them for success to take the next step to start their exporting journey. So I encourage all of you today and the other many members of the India SME Forum to sign up to get the opportunity to be part of the program that will get participants the chance to be in the first cohort and to take advantage of all the amazing benefits that will help you to gain critical knowledge, reach your goals, and finally grow your business. So our hope is that the UPS Women Exporters Program, in partnership with the India SME Forum, will help us to increase the number of Indian exporters, demystify the world of international trade, and encourage everyone to harness the many economic input opportunities which are available around the world. And I am super confident that we can achieve this together. So I'd like to highlight 5 magic numbers which I talked about before closing. 5, 30, 500, 3, and 35. India has the goal to become a $5 trillion economy by 2024. 30. We can help India to achieve that goal, to increase the number to 30 million women-owned businesses. I'm pretty sure we can with all those amazing potential SMEs we're already aware of. 500. This program gets for the first 500 to be part of that program, and it gets them the right tools to succeed. 3. We will have tailored programs for 3 full months. We start off in March, we end in May, and that gives you 35 hours of training and coaching. So thank you for the opportunity to address you all today virtually, and I'm looking forward to see many of you during our official program launch in person in Delhi on March 1st. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christina. I mean, your encouraging and kind words have already, I feel so much responsibility, and I value our association with you. Can you see so many claps? And we really value our association with you, and as partners we are equally committed to this initiative. So I am also, in fact, me as well as the entire team of India SME Forum is looking forward to make this entire initiative a success, so that we have repetitive, editions of this particular initiative. When we launch this initiative officially, after this discussion, I will talk more about, what does this program entail and what does it have in store. So, of course, now is the time I would like to invite our president, Mr. Vinod Kumar, who will be moderating this discussion. It's kind of a chat. We would like him to, discuss with these lovely enterprising women about their enterprises and how did they venture out into exports, how has been their experience, and what is it that they would like to, suggest or give tips to other women who should or who must go into exports. So over to you, sir. To join us, we have Dr. Smita Naram, co-founder of Ayush Shakti Ayurveda. We have Ms. Hemlata, founder of OSC Cadenza Advantage India. We have Ms. Snehal Londe, Director, Payod Industries. And we have Ms. Dipali Agarwal, CGM, Exim Bank. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Sushma ji. It was, I heard Christina drop in my name a couple of times. So thank you so much, Christina, for all the faith that you have on the India SME Forum. As people that are committed to this cause, we are very, very grateful and thankful that we have partners like you, like the National Commission of Women, like the Ministry of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises, who understand our need for conducting these programs and getting more and more people to where their ambitions want to take them. For us, it is very important to understand that enterprises or companies like yours, which are multinationals, have been doing the same thing over and over again. When you come forward and support, not just through advertising or promoting or anything of that sort, but actually hand-holding entrepreneurs, it's a very, very big step. Because I always believe this, that majorly success only needs the right attitude. It needs information. It needs a certain bit of data and a certain amount of hand-holding. Now, if that is what we can provide to all the deserving women out there, I think we would have done a great service to the entire country. And the fact that, we believe in this sincerely, and we are extremely passionate about of all of this. So thank you very much. Coming to today's, I would say, discussion, we have a lot of women entrepreneurs who have joined us. So I'd like to, take the opportunity to welcome all of them to this discussion that we are going to have on exports. One of the things that we talk about often is that women are doing well in whatever they are doing. And how is it that we can sort of support them to go to the next level, and exports is the next level. But I generally figure out that, or I generally feel that exports is not the next level, and exports can actually be your first level, because a lot of you have traveled around the world, you interact with people from all over the world, and believe me, people around the world are much more easier than dealing with people next door to you. So at times I feel exports is a natural extension of your business, and if you can get into it, it has various benefits, and I would not like to illustrate all of them here. I'd rather let the ladies do the talking. So with that, the first question I'm going to ask Dr. Naram. Dr. Naram is a personal favorite because she has single-handedly set up a business and then taken it to various countries. So Dr. Naram, I know a lot of things about your business, but for the benefit of all the women that have joined in today, what was the need for you to actually look at, you're a successful Ayurvedic doctor, you have formulations, you have clients in India. What was the need for you to look at exports or going to international markets in the first place? Dr. Naram, you are on mute.
Yes. Thank you. And I'm so excited to be back to this SME Forum family. For me, it is a family, literally. And I have tremendous respect for what you all are doing. And I always would like to be part of that. Sushma ji, thanks for inviting me. So the thing is that I am a kind of a, when it comes to business, of course, I mean, our business is to help humanity, and there we help humanity, literally. But when it comes to business, I'm very selfish, okay? So my eye always is on the bottom line and on the cash flow. And that's my focus. And Exim Bank is one bank that has actually motivated us to go for the export. I don't know if Miss Dipti remember me and my Dipali. Yeah, probably you are very young, because around 20 years ago, we had a 20 or possibly 25 years ago, we were invited in Exim Bank. That was the year where we got motivated to do more export. Okay, that's why I'm sharing this. So we were invited to speak about health, how to improve health as a doctor and all this, and we didn't travel so much abroad at that time. We used to, we didn't really focus on export per se. So we met that time CGM of the Exim Bank, and who explained to us what are the benefits of doing export, including very low rate of interest rate and the government incentives that you can get 5 to 7% incentives back from the and different things, So we got really excited, and we started focusing on export at that time. And particularly, we started training Western medical doctors, and we started focusing on hard cash countries. We never focused on Sri Lanka or other developing countries, because, as I told you, my eye is always on the bottom line.
so you wanted the ones that had that had big purses that they could loosen. so you could
they could benefit from that. I wanted to contribute in people's life, because there is never anything for free. You have to give 200 times value to get 100 rupees from any client. That we have to remember. Okay, so that's the principle we follow. We remember to make sure that they feel they got $100 worth benefit when they paid us $50. But the thing is that all the back-end services we could keep in India, so the cost was very low for us to do the operations in Europe, America, Australia, New Zealand. These are the 3 countries we focus, the 3 continents precisely. So that's one reason, it has funded a lot of our projects. And then in 2009, from a personal practice, which was really consuming me, I took rather conscious decision that I would like to make it into a business which is running beyond my life, without me. So currently I work practically 2 or 3 hours a day, not more than that actually. And we grow every year minimum 50 to 100%. Even in lockdown, we did very well, in fact. So, and export is contributing 2/3 in our revenue, global revenue currently. And we do the services and product both export. So my interest, as Vinod Kumar's question, answering that, was number one, from Exim Bank. I heard a lot of great schemes of the government. I'm sure you will be hearing them also from her, which motivated us to focus on the export market because of that. And the second thing, of course, I mean, the profitability was higher working in European and American and Australia, New Zealand, hard cash countries, which are very tough to crack. Trust me, very, very tough, very tough. For now, there is I think in Germany, I haven't seen any Ayurvedic companies except us. So, and that's the truth. So it is very difficult, but it's just the beginning. You have to learn how to crack that, and then that's it. Then you go.
We will go there also. We will learn how you crack these markets. You've been tough 5 times, so means really must have been tough. But we'll get to that point. I need to go to Hemlata ji. She's set up in India. She set up as a small business in India, and then from there, Hemlata ji has taken this business to various countries. So, Hemlata ji, I wanted to know from you, why did you find this urge to go to, look at exports in the first place? Was it because you saw an opportunity there, or somebody showed you an opportunity and you said, this will work for you?
First of all, good evening, sir. Good evening, Sushma. Thank you for inviting me and sharing my thoughts, sharing my journey on this platform. I hope that I would be able to contribute through my journey to them. I think for this exports, I was when I was in my teens, I was very fascinated with talking to foreigners, because I was studying in college, and I started in Rajasthan, so it used to be a tourist place. So I used to get very excited to talking to foreigners. So foreign always attracted to me. So when I started this international marketing, I did my MBA in international marketing, and then I joined a company which was into exports. So from there, from the grassroots level, in my job only, I learned about international marketing. I learned about how the international market works, what are the quality standards. And I was into hair and cosmetics industry. So then being in India, I found that India is very much lagging behind in terms of exports when we see as an industry also. Because, China at that time was China was upcoming production country for all over the world. It was producing each and everything, be it any product, and people were asking China to produce for them. So somewhere I saw that in my industry, in the hair industry, India was just supplying the raw material, that too to China, and then China was adding the value into the product and supplying it into a national market. So there I thought that why not India? India has all the things, like we have the caliber, we have the knowledge. It's just that we have to take a point of view for ourselves, and we have to take a stand, and we have to manufacture it within India and get all the dollars from international market coming to India. That was my purpose.
One sec. Just to interrupt you, Hemlata ji. For all those who do not know, I would like to just mention here that Hemlata ji is into manufacturing of hair wigs. So she makes these hair wigs.
Yes, hair extensions and hair
also extensions, yes.
And hair extensions, yes. Yeah.
So from there, I started this manufacturing unit for making hair extensions and hair wigs, because India was considered as a raw hair supplier in international market. In countries were not looking at India as a supplier of finished high quality hair extensions and hair wigs. So there I saw this gap. And then I started this small manufacturing unit in Faridabad city, in my city. And I got the training from Korea for manufacturing this hair extensions. And then I trained women hair, because, I was very much being a village girl. I saw the economic situation of women around my area. So I just thought of empowering them with so that they can handle their own finances and make them more knowledgeable about making money themselves, give them that confidence that yes, they can be also a good earner. So I trained them in this, I professionally trained them.
In fact, mera question jo aapko hai, Hemlata ji, ki was there a big difference when it comes to what you were doing with India in terms of the product price or the margins that you had, and when you were able to export? Because what was the export stance basically taken for that, or was it only to travel and make newer friends?
So the gap which I found was why all the dollars are coming to China, going to China and not coming to India. That was my main, during my journey, like when I was working, I saw that we are there, but still like when we are getting only $100 per kilo for the raw material, whereas China is earning $500 for the same kilo just by adding some value into the product. So it was the challenge was to match the international quality and the make that international countries were asking for. So there I got the training, professional training, and then I started this exports journey. And now I am into 15 countries, US being the major market. And now the quality is also being recognized in Germany and France and Spain. So like, I think whenever you are thinking of starting exports, I think you should work on before like entering into the market, you should really study the market in terms of the product quality and the product packaging and the pricing. These are the three P's, I would say, which you need to consider whenever you are thinking of starting an export business: product, pricing, and the packaging, and the place, like the country that you choose for that product. You need to do some research on that also.
Excellent. So we'll come back to more. All of us are curious about a lot of questions that we all continue to have. I'll go to Miss Snehal Londe and check with her. She and her husband, I think, set up this unit in 2008. So Snehal ji, what was your intention in going global or looking at exports?
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Thank you so much
Pleasure.
for giving me this opportunity. India SME Forum and NCW, sir and Sushma ma'am. हमने ये शुरू किया था 2008-9 में. ये महाराष्ट्र के सांगली डिस्ट्रिक्ट में है. This is our village, and we come back to our village and want to generate an opportunity, employment opportunity for women, rural women. Basically, this area is a drought area, so everyone is migrated to Pune and another city, and all the women who are educated, they are staying in their home. So we want to give them opportunity, but an employment opportunity, but we want to give them हम उन्हें ये देना चाहते कि सस्टेनेबल लाइवलीहुड देना चाहते थे और सस्टेनेबल एम्प्लॉयमेंट देना चाहते थे. उसके लिए हमने काम किया था शुरू. तो हमने सोचा कि एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट्स बना है, जैसे मैम ने अभी बोला कि प्रोडक्ट्स के ऊपर ध्यान देना चाहिए, क्वालिटी के ऊपर ध्यान देना चाहिए. वैसे ही हमने भी ये शुरू किया था कि अगर हम विलेज में ऐसा कुछ काम कर दे कि जो आगे जाके किसी इंटरप्रेन्योर्स के लिए ये हर्डल ना हो जाए कि ये सब चीजें हम इंडस्ट्री में जाके ही कर सकते हैं, MIDC में जाके ही कर सकते हैं. तो आप अगर रूरल में भी काम कर सकते हैं, वहां से भी एक्सपोर्ट क्वालिटी का प्रोडक्ट्स आप बना सकते हैं और एक्सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं. तो ये चैलेंज लेके हमने काम शुरू किया था. हमने फर्स्ट डे से एक्सपोर्ट क्वालिटी के हिसाब से ही प्रोडक्ट्स को रिसर्च किया और उसके वैसे ही सबके साथ में हमने बात किए लेडीज के साथ और वैसे ही उनको ट्रेनिंग दिया. फर्स्ट तो प्रोडक्ट के ऊपर रिसर्च किया कि ऐसा प्रोडक्ट होना चाहिए कि जो रूरल में बैठ के वुमन काम कर सके और ऐसा प्रोडक्ट हो कि जो ग्रीन प्रोडक्ट्स हो, यानी किसी को अगर घर पे काम करती है या इंडस्ट्री में काम करती है तो उनको हार्म ना हो या कुछ विलेज का कुछ इन्वायरमेंट लॉस ना कर दे. और ऐसा प्रोडक्ट्स होना चाहिए कि जो मुझे गांव में बैठकर भी डॉलर कमा दे.
वेरी गुड.
तो हमने हैंड ग्लोव्स हम बना रहे हैं जो हम फर्स्ट डे से ये कॉटन हैंड ग्लोव्स है जो फर्स्ट डे से हम एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं जापान में। यहाँ पे सब लेडीज काम कर रही है, घर पे काम कर रही है, यानी डिसेंट्रलाइज यूनिट है, जैसे 600 वुमन काम कर रही है। और अभी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र का जो MSI CDP है, महाराष्ट्र स्टेट क्लस्टर डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट जो है, उनके साथ से हम अभी एक्सपांड कर रहे हैं उसे। और हम अभी बस जापान के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। अभी हमने सैम्पलिंग कर दिया है यूरोपियन कंट्री के लिए, डेनमार्क के लिए। और बस हैंड ग्लोव्स ही नहीं तो पर्सनल हाइजीन के बारे में जो भी प्रोडक्ट्स है उसके लिए भी हम काम कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे। और ये काम करते हुए बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है कि हम एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। और जो लेडीज काम कर रही है, वुमन काम कर रही है घर पे, उनको भी पता है कि क्वालिटी इशू क्या देखना है। यानी जो भी हम अगर गांव में ही काम कर रहे हैं तो ऐसा नहीं है कि हम जो भी क्वालिटी पैरामीटर्स है या एक्सपोर्ट पैरामीटर्स है उसके ऊपर भी ध्यान दे रहे हैं। यानी हम कुछ ऐसा नहीं इंडस्ट्री के साथ बात कर रहे हैं कि हम गांव में काम कर रहे हैं तो हमको ये सब चीजें चाहिए। जो भी इंडस्ट्री का जो नॉर्म्स है, जिन्हें प्रोडक्ट हो या क्वालिटी हो, क्वांटिटी हो या टाइमली डिलीवरी हो, ये सब हम गांव से कर रहे हैं। अभी हमें 10 साल हो गए हैं ये काम
इनफैक्ट मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा था आपको स्नेहल जी कि जैसे आपने एक प्रोडक्ट लिया जो जापान में आपने देखा कि भाई एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है, और वहां पे आपने बोला कि भाई हम जो है इसको MIDC में या इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया में न बना के हम लोग अपने गांव में बनाए और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड बनाए, हर औरत अपने घर में इसको बनाए और हम उससे क्वालिटी कंट्रोल करें, रॉ मटेरियल्स को कंट्रोल करें और ये सब करें। अब कई बार ये आदमी सोचता है कि भाई जब हम लोग एक्सपोर्ट करने को जाते हैं तो बड़ी सारी धारणाएं होती हैं कि अरे पता नहीं मुझे ऑर्डर मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, ऑर्डर क्यों मुझे देगा कोई, और फिर ऑर्डर दे भी दे, पता ही नहीं मेरा क्वालिटी उस कंट्रोल पे इतना होगा कि मैं उसको पूरा कर पाऊंगी। और फिर कई सारी ऐसी इश्यूज होती हैं महिलाओं के मन में कि भाई एक्सपोर्ट करना मतलब इंडिया में तो नहीं है, इंडिया में तो मैं जाके हैंडल भी कर लूं, बाहर कैसे कर लूंगी। तो ये सब आपने कैसे किया?
सर हमारा पहले भी प्रॉब्लम हुआ था जब हमने सैम्पलिंग किया था।
स्नेहल जी आप अपना वीडियो बंद करिए।
तो सोचा कि सैंपल्स क्यों हमारा क्वालिटी या कुछ जो भी के बारे में हमने ओके हेलो
हाँ बोलिए वी कैन हियर यू।
तो हमने क्वालिटी के यानी जो भी प्रोडक्ट्स है उसके क्वालिटी के ऊपर ध्यान दिया कि जो भी जैसे डिनाई हो गए हैं तो उसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है उसको ओवरकम कर दिया हमने। और ऐसा नहीं है कि अभी 10 साल से हमने काम किया, 10 साल से हम जापान के लिए एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, अभी तक कुछ क्वालिटी इश्यू नहीं आया। उसके लिए हमने एक MI सिस्टम बनाया है सर। तो MI सिस्टम में ऐसा है कि प्रोडक्ट्स का जैसे ही फैब्रिक्स आ जाता है फैक्ट्री में, वहां से लेके बायर के हाथ में प्रोडक्ट पहुंचने तक का सिस्टम है, जहाँ पे अगर कुछ इश्यू आता है तो यहाँ पे हमें पता चल जाता है कि कौन से डिपार्टमेंट में या कहीं क्वालिटी में या फैब्रिक में या किसी वर्कर के साथ किसी के साथ कुछ प्रॉब्लम यानी कहाँ पे इश्यू हो गया, ये हम फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं। इसके लिए हमने ये सिस्टम बनाया हुआ है। तो ये सिस्टम से हमने बहुत सारी चीजें हमने कम कर दी है उसमें से जो इश्यूज है वो।
जी। From this onwards, I think I can go back to Dr. Naram. Dr. Saab, you talked about difficulties and tough situation when it comes to getting your product inside these markets. When it comes to registrations, when it comes to certifications and all that. How did you handle all that? You're on mute, ma'am.
Great question actually. शुरुआत में तो क्या था कि we in 1992, this was like first time when we started was 92-93. So that time, we had hardly any resources because we practically started from zero, everything. And our factory was having like good thing, but not very high quality machines. So वहाँ पे जो यूरोप में there is a law, there are a couple of things very strict when it comes to natural food supplements like herbal products. So herbal products, you have to make a parts per million quality, heavy metal free, pesticides and fertilizers free, and also always a uniform quality because herbs are always varying in their active constituents. और हमारे पास तो उसके machines just to check those things, उसकी cost थी 1 करोड़ रुपया उस जमाने में. Okay, तो वो तो there is no way we could do it. But thing is, when there is a will, there is a way. जब अपने को कुछ करना है ना, तो रास्ता निकल ही जाता है. तो हमने actually जो फार्मेसी कॉलेज थी उनके साथ टाई अप किया. उनके पास ये एटॉमिक एब्जॉर्प्शन स्पेक्ट्रोफोटोमेट्री थी, HPLC वगैरह मशीन, और उनके स्टूडेंट के पास एक्चुअल काम करने के लिए प्रोजेक्ट नहीं थे, तो हमको एकदम चीप तरीके से वो लोग टेस्ट करके देते थे. एंड दैट इज हाउ वी कुड टेस्ट द प्रोडक्ट्स एंड देन एक्सपोर्ट. क्योंकि उनकी रूल्स इतने स्ट्रिक्ट होते हैं कि एक बार यदि आप क्वालिटी मार्केट से, जो FDA people are always taking samples from the market where it is selling in the shops. If there is one mistake, the importer will be in jail. That time we used to do through distributor. Now we have our own companies, our own subsidiaries, and we handle everything ourselves. But we are present in 40 countries at the moment. In all. उसमें से 10 कंट्री में डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर है आज भी. तो मुद्दा ये है कि we first of all we have to be very clear which are the laws in your line. That research has to be done. Second, you need to find innovative ways how you can provide this quality, because Ayurvedic product में naturally heavy metal थे. तो हमने उसी फार्मेसी के कॉलेज से यंग स्टूडेंट के थ्रू ये प्रॉब्लम पूरा सॉल्व कर दिया एज ए मोस्ट चीपर वे. कंप्लीटली दे क्रिएटेड अ प्रोसेस जिसको फिर मैंने ISO में डाल दिया. तो ISO एक ऐसी सिस्टम है जहाँ पे आप कोई भी प्रोसेस आप रिकॉर्ड करो तो उनके ऑडिटर और उनके थ्रू ट्रेन किए इंटरनल ऑडिटर उसको चेक करते रहते हैं.
वेरी करेक्ट, वेरी जेन्युइन. इनफैक्ट मैं हेमलता जी से भी ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि आप विक्स बनाती थी, जो आदमी पहन रहा है, मतलब कॉस्मेटिक प्रोडक्ट है, तो उसके लिए और स्ट्रिंजेंट इश्यूज हैं. कई बार क्या होता है कि आपका डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर होता है या कोई आपने टेस्टिंग करवानी है, तो वो आदमी बोलते हैं कि भैया हम लोग आपकी फैक्ट्री पे आके चेक करके जाएंगे कि आपके पास फैक्ट्री है नहीं है, कैसा आप उसको हैंडल कर रहे हो, ऑल दी इश्यूज. तो आपने ये रेगुलेशंस और सर्टिफिकेशन कैसे हैंडल किया?
So I think whenever we are talking about manufacturing and then exporting, this is very important कि आपके जो procedures हैं, manufacturing procedures, you take it very seriously. Otherwise अगर आप उसको जोड़ तोड़ के अगर आप manufacturing करते हो तो somewhere down the line आपको exports में problem आता है, quality issues आते हैं. तो उसके लिए it is very important to follow a systematic procedures, and ISO 9000 is one of the very standardized Indian standard in terms of manufacturing, which any of the person who is planning to export and is into manufacturing, they should have these certifications intact when they are exporting. So because these certifications are have very much importance when any company looks for importing from that particular company. तो बिजनेस शुरू करने से पहले या इंपोर्ट करने से पहले ये चीजें अगर हम उनको दिखाते हैं कि लीगली वी आर देयर एंड वी हैव ऑल द सर्टिफिकेशन इंटैक्ट when we are into manufacturing and sending them legally through exports, तो ये एक आपको एक एडेड एडवांटेज देता है. तो ये सर्टिफिकेशंस होना बहुत जरूरी है. और जब मैंने शुरू किया था तो मेरे को काफी प्रॉब्लम्स आया था, क्योंकि इंडिया में एज एन इंडस्ट्री ये डेवलप नहीं था, हेयर एक्सटेंशंस और हेयर विग्स को बनाने का कोई एक स्टैंडर्ड नहीं था, कोई एक सिस्टम नहीं था, एक प्रोसीजर नहीं था। तो ये चीज मैं इंटरनेशनल मार्केट से सीख कर आई और फिर मैंने यहाँ पर अपनी कंपनी में आई इंस्टॉल दो सिस्टम्स दैट when a raw material is entering into the factory, then how the checking should be done, how the hair should be sterilized, and then how it should be made in a proper finished product, how it should be sanitized for further packaging, और उसके बाद वो export हो, ताकि जब when end customer is using it, then they should have this feeling that the product is not from other human and it is properly packed and very well sanitized and sterilized. तो जब आप किसी एक प्रोडक्ट को लेकर चलते हैं in terms of manufacturing and planning to export, you have to establish a system for the production as well as the packaging. Even if you are, अगर आपकी अपनी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग नहीं है and you are buying it from some manufacturer and then packing it and exporting, even then you should always have a system intact. And ISO आपको ये allow करता है, ISO आपको help भी करता है procedures बनाने में, because you also got professional help from the team कि किस तरीके से हमको system बनाना चाहिए, they help you out. तो उसमें अगर आप किसी मैन्युफैक्चरर से if you are buying a product and packaging in your premises and then exporting, even then you can make a system and get a ISO 9000 certification for exports. तो उसमें आप अपना एक प्रॉपर सिस्टम बनाकर एक क्वालिटी का पैकेजिंग का एक स्टैंडर्ड बनाकर अगर आप एक्सपोर्ट करते हो तो आपको एक लिवरेज मिलता है from your other counterparts or competitors.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm going to go to Deepali ji. Smita ma'am talked about Exim Bank right at the very outset. So she has set the floor for her. So Deepali ma'am, when we talk about Exim Bank, it is the foremost organization set up by the government of India to enable project exports and, enable us to access those markets where India already has some commitments and where there is possibility of doing a lot of things. Now, we just heard about the fact that, every exporter, not only women, every man, everybody needs proper documentation, proper, following a system when it comes to exports. And sometimes documentation and all that can be a big hurdle when it comes to people. Similarly, credit is again another issue which most people don't understand when it comes to exports, and the concepts are totally different because you have their packing credit and all that. Similarly, possibilities of supporting those exporters which are doing exceptionally well and in a market where we are not actually there, but we are competing with large players, but there can be a silver lining at the end of it all, where Exim Bank has this Ubarte Stare program. So please share some information about what all is Exim Bank doing and what can be done to enable women exporters in India, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I hope I'm able to contribute to the expectations. But first, let me compliment all my fellow panelists who have reached to this level. I know there would have been many ups and downs in your life, but you stayed focused and reached to the level that you are today. So my compliments to you all and all the best wishes. Thank you. Actually, regarding Exim Bank, and I, of course, remember Dr. Nadam, you coming to the bank. I'm not that young also. So that way, I am very happy that you reached to this level based on, and without our support, it was just the guidance initially. And I hope to see many more such companies grow, because we take a lot of pride in hand-holding a lot of people and help them, groom them so that they reach a export marketing level. Now, there are 3-4 programs. I'm very happy that you mentioned about the Ubarte Sitare program. That is the latest product that we have launched. But you very rightly pointed out that finance is the biggest challenge, especially for the MSMEs, and I would say more so ever for the women entrepreneurs. In fact, there is a IFC study which says that the rejection rate by lending institutions was around 19% for women entrepreneurs compared to 8% of men. So this was the case even though the women entrepreneurs reported higher profit margins compared to the men. Like the women entrepreneurs had 31% margins and 19% was for the men-led entrepreneurs. So, and the bankers, of course, have also reported that there are low non-performing assets in case of women entrepreneurs. So despite of that, it's very unfortunate that the rejection rate is higher compared to men. So definitely there is a financing gap. And another IFC study, which was based on the Indian, it says that the women-owned MSMEs constitute around 20% of the MSMEs in India, and which stands at around $158 billion US. So nearly 90% of the women entrepreneurs rely on informal sources of financing. So these statistics are really appealing. In India and globally, there should be no such biases in access for finance to women. So the role of any financial institution in women's empowerment is rather unique because the bank touches the lives of women in many, many ways, like as an employee, investor, client, a provider of services, and each relationship is a chance to push equality forward a little more. So at Exim Bank, we do understand the amplifying role of this financial institution and empowering women. So there are few things that we do under our grassroots initiative for development and marketing advisory services program. So the bank has been in the forefront for almost, let's say, 20-25 years. We have been majorly working on this program and help transform businesses of several women-led entrepreneurs. I'll just give you a few examples where we have helped women entrepreneurs at all stages of the business cycle, right from the startup stage through design and skill development programs, organizing capacity building programs, and to product market adaptation. So one of this example is right from the North India, which is Looms of Ladakh. We supported a training program for weavers there, which allowed unemployed women of the remote villages to develop their skills into organic and designer products so that they can sustain themselves financially. We also supported the organization filing a copyright of patents for a motif pattern. So that has helped them, in brand building in the international markets. Another example is by a honey producing company led by another woman entrepreneur. You must be knowing the name, Under the Mango Tree. So this business expansion plans exploration of new marketing channels, helping them have buyer supplier credit cycles, building inventory, and service market peaks. So basically, we help them in funding their working capital, and we also conducted a training program for around 1,000 women farmers for this company. There was in a Gujarat-based a lady who is a very renowned artist. So we helped her revive her embroidery skills and keep this dying craft alive. We have a platform called Exim Bazaar, where we hold a fair for artisans who are supported by us, because time and again on various handicrafts and other several occasions, we keep promoting their products through this platform. We invite a lot of importers, buyers, counsellors, corporates to this bazaar where they can get orders and generate such things. We have helped them in skill development, cluster development, capacity building. So enhancing access to trade-related information is also very important. We do gather and disseminate trade-related information on market conditions, prices, the tariffs, standards that are required, certification like we just discussed. This can also reduce the trade costs and help women access new trade opportunities. So in this context, India Exim Bank has launched Exim Mitra portal, You can visit the portal, and then this provides a wide array of trade-related information. There's also a chatbot where you could, do specific inquiries, and we can address those. So these are the ways that we have been supporting, and the recently mentioned Ubharte Sitare program is another such avenue where we identify companies who are like hidden champions. Now, if a company who is, of course, if it's led by women entrepreneurs, it's like cherry on a cake for us. But anybody who has any unique product, process, or tech, which is very unique or niche in its segment, and let it be a small, a firm in its first stages, we can handhold that particular company and give them whatever they require. Let it be right from the research kind of funding support or any grant that they require, or if there are existing products, if they want to look at different geographies, we can help them find buyers as well as distributors, give them advisory services in terms of, let's say, market research data or your currency rate fluctuations. How is the demand for the product going to be in that particular country based on the SSC code? So various such information can be customized and given under the Ubharte Sitare program as well. Funding support is also given. Another different thing that we do under the Ubharte Sitare program is we can participate in equity as well. So equity funding is also given on a case-to-case basis, so based on merit. So in a nutshell, this is what we have to offer.
I mean, that's a lot. I mean, coming from Exim Bank, we are extremely grateful, ma'am. We can promise you that we will get from us at least 200 to 250 cases.
Great.
Of exceptional women entrepreneurs.
Wonderful.
We will make all of them present to you properly. See, the reason why this program is being launched, because a lot of women have a lot of questions. They want to do exports. And you see, today, these are just questions. What we want to provide them in this program, which is going to get launched today, or, be started promoting from today, is going to be a plethora of things. First of all, information on where the opportunity lies, what they can do. Second is data as to what sort of pricing, what sort of possibilities, what sort of numbers in which country, who is the current supplier, who is the current buyer, what you can do there. Third is in terms of packaging, certification, where we talk about exactly what is it that you need in terms of certification, where can you get that, and how can you do packaging. Similarly, thereafter, there was Kaushal here who's put in that, where are the buyers? How do you find buyers from? Now, it's a very, very simple thing to actually do. That's why it's important for us that, in this program, we are going to lay it open for any woman to actually be able to find buyers on a regular basis and not just get stuck ki buyer kahan dundu, where is the buyer going to come. And what we are also talking about is, finally, when you have buyers and all that, even then, how do you conduct your business? How do you run your business? How do you create processes, systems, as well as how are you able to match up to the requirements of the buyers from a time to time through documentation and other stuff. So that is what we are going to have. I would like to have all our entrepreneurs, Snehal ma'am, Smita ma'am, and Hemlata ma'am, to please give our entrepreneurs who are here, 2 bits of your wisdom, those who are looking at getting into exports. So we can start with Smita ma'am, and then we can go to Hemlata ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So first of all, Dipali ji, we did take Exim Bank's help, and we saved millions of rupees because of the in the working capital the interest rates that helped us to construct our Malad clinic. So I am very indebted to Exim Bank, trust me, and I would request each and every woman to take advantage of lot of government facilities that we have. Right now, we of course use our bank to give us export working capital at the same rate that you offered. So thanks for that. And 2 words, if I have to say, then I would say that, yeah, I always, Vinodji knows I follow 3-pillar formula in business. 1, how many number of customers you are catering at a time. Secondly, average bill size. And 3 is repeat purchase. So when you want to create export, focus on this formula. We have already spoken about quality, the rules and regulation in your countries, and how to standardize processes, etc. We actually export products and we also export services. Okay, so and for both actually, and we are working more business to direct customer. So we directly have a client who takes consultation from the doctors who are locally trained by us. These are Western medical doctors, which are essentially, so we have more than 120 doctors who practically help 300 clients a month on an average. This is in the Western countries, and that's how we generate the service export and we generate the product export, because they also provide product and they provide service. So, but in general, it is easy to do business to business, because business to depends on what you are doing in India. So 2 words, if I have to say 2 lines, I would say that first you master what you are doing in India, because India is an easy country. When you go outside India, the laws are coming in place and you have to follow them. So once you master that, you create a process here for as if you are exporting, then start side by side looking for the rules, regulation, how you are going to follow, find out the resources in a creative manner. Today we have full-fledged laboratory, but when we didn't have it, we used the pharma college, which was a very cheap. It costed us nothing at that time. We used all the instrument that college had, 1 crore worth rupees instrument with a peanut cost. So you can find a way always to a creative way to fulfill those laws. So law is the first thing, otherwise you are out. The second thing is creating customers. Okay, I don't want to give a lecture on 3 pillars that I believe in, but in short, you need to create customers by using different portals like Exim Bank has portal, etc. There are trade fairs, but you can also directly give webinar. For example, somebody is selling a wig hair extension, like Hemlata ji. Yeah. So, for example, she could actually do a webinar, which is 0 cost. You can do it all over the world on what kind of hair extension you can choose and how to choose and this and that. And from there, she will find customer who will be ready to buy or become a distributor, salon owners. And that is how she can build the customer base. This is now super easy. Earlier in our time, we had to physically go to the trade exhibition, participate, and there are a lot of export promotion councils. I have been personally on a board. I was a vice chairperson in Chemixil, the Cosmetic Export Promotion Council. So there are many, and they give support to go to the trade exhibition, but it is expensive. So you can actually use different digital marketing methods like free webinars to train something that you want to sell. So that is how you will attract the customer. From there, you can keep in touch with them, create a relationship, and slowly, steadily, either them or through them, you will find people who will buy from you. So I think this is the simplest and most cheapest way to create a customer, in my opinion. And then you have to build a back end. So if you are selling, for example, I am selling, say, 50 rupees or $50 ka product to a distributor, I would also have a set of higher products ready with me, which you should be able to, because creating a new customer is always costly, but selling more to the same customer is easy. So build that system also, that what higher product you will be able to sell by doing market research always. So these 2, I think, advice I would give it to anybody who wants to start the export business. I think That is the shortest I could talk.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hemlata ji, quick few words from you, words of wisdom.
Sir, I think what I would like to say is to all the women entrepreneurs is to make up their mind. Because once you make up your mind, half the battle is won. And then you need to choose a mentor who can guide you properly. Because India SME Forum is providing this platform for you, for all the women entrepreneurs who are interested to export. And when hand holding happens, then that you are safe from trial and errors, and then your success is, then you achieve success faster when you have a mentor with you. So these two things I would ask them to follow, and then whatever mentor says to you, if you are enrolling in this program, I think you should learn the things and make them apply practically, so that whatever process you are able to know the process of exports. Because it's a very although it seems easy, but when you enter into exports, it is very tricky to handle all the international marketing. With this globalization, things are much easier. So women entrepreneurs would be able to understand well, because now women entrepreneurs in India are very knowledgeable, and it's just that they need some little guidance, and they can do a lot with very minimal guidance. They are very learned now, and everybody is on phone, and everybody is researching themselves, also getting the knowledge. But with little mentorship, I think they can achieve a lot. So they just need to make up their mind, and if they are interested to enroll in this program, then I think that would help them achieve the results faster when they are planning for exports. And then the third thing is they need to work on themselves, on their product, because when you are planning to export your product, you should have that confidence in your product. India is very different, and international market is very different in terms of quality, demand, and the pricing is secondary, but the quality has to be international standard. So they should work on the quality if they are planning to export. I think these three things they should think of before they. Very
apt points, Hemlata ji. If I was to sum it up, believe me, there are almost 10-12 women that I'm supporting right now in exports. You actually encapsulated it completely rightly. That's exactly what I would like to say. Be sure of the market. I mean, what you are manufacturing it for which market, or what you are trading in for which market. Second is, how sure you are of what you want to do. Third is, if you are in it, now you can't come back. You have to be successful and then come back. Anything else can go and do whatever.
Yes.
Sushma ji, we are beyond time, but please come in and take this forward. It was really exciting, listening to all of you. In fact, I have so many questions which are coming in from people, but all my friends that are there in the audience, please hold on. You have to apply for the program and join the program. That will be more exciting. We will have longer sessions, and all of these wonderful ladies will be our mentors. So we would be very, very happy. We'll just share the information about that. Sushma ji, please.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful session as always. And when Vinod sir is conducting, I can see there are so many claps and so many, thumbs up, and a lot of questions coming in. So thank you very much, Vinod sir, for that. And I thank all the panelists also. But now is the time that we launch the website, and we announce the call for applications. So I'm going to request our president, Mr. Vinod Kumar, and Ms. Christina Struller, Vice President of UPS Corporate Affairs, to please do the honors and launch the site. So are we just going to do the countdown?
I think so, Vinod. How are we going to do that virtually?
Yes. So let's do the countdown. And 3, 2,
and then maybe ask somebody, when you go to your different icons on the reaction, maybe everyone part of this event today is going to put the celebration icon when we reach the launch. That means
yes. So we have a lot of people doing it already.
join us. I think we all should do that together. We're gonna count down and then we're gonna make it a launch.
Yes,
Cool?
absolutely. So I'm going to request my team to please put up the curtain raiser.
So we know, should we count down? 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Wow.
There we have all the celebration icons.
Yes, so we have all the
floating.
celebration icons, and the applications are now open. As Christina mentioned earlier, this program is completely on selection basis. It's free. You don't have to pay anything for this program, but it is going to be tough selection. And we have only 500 seats. So at the end of this program, we are going to have 500 women exporters ready to export for the first time. It's a 3-month program.
We can also put in the link, Sushma ji.
Yes, the link will be put up on the chat by my team. It's womenentrepreneurs.org/WEP and /index.php. But if you will just go to womenentrepreneursforum.org and click on the banner, and it will take you to the Women Exporters Program page, and that's where you can apply. This program is open to all the MSME women entrepreneurs, which include manufacturers and traders who are wanting to go into exports.
Excellent.
I would now like to welcome Ms. Caroline Keunga, ISMEA Community Relations Manager of UPS, to please give vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Sushma. It's been an amazing webinar and a very great way to kick off the India Women Exporters Program. It is said that a woman is the full circle. Within her, there is power to create, to nurture, and to transform. And it is also said that when women thrive, humanity thrives. So my name is Caroline Keunga. I'm the Community Relations Manager under the UPS Foundation for ISMEA, which is India, Subcontinent, Middle East, and Africa. Just like Christina, I'm based out of Dubai, but I am extremely happy to serve the region under the UPS Foundation. Today's webinar has been informative and inspiring, and I'd like to thank the following. To you, Sushma, for opening the webinar on such an important topic, starting us off with sharing key data on current women-owned businesses, trends in India, and why this is an important program. To Christina, my colleague, our UPS VP of Corporate Affairs, I want to just thank you so much for walking us through the background of UPS and why entrepreneurs are at the heart of everything that we do. A big thank you to every of the panelists for sharing your personal story, your insights, your expertise, especially on challenges you faced and opportunities that you see that exist in the export market. My sincere gratitude to Mr. Vinod Kumar, the President, India SME Forum, for moderating the panel so exceptionally well, keeping us engaged and wanting to hear more. And then I would like to thank all the participants who came on. I did check a little bit a while ago. I saw we were at 80 participants. And I want to say thank you so much for wanting to learn, being eager to grow your business and take it to the next level. The UPS Foundation's vision is to create a more equitable and just world. 25% of all our philanthropic giving goes to a category called equity and economic empowerment. And we are committed to supporting women globally. And why is it important? Because the case for investing in women entrepreneurs is a strong one. Women-led businesses play an essential role in creating jobs, raising standards of living, and boosting inclusive growth. So today we've launched the India Women Exporters Program, which perfectly aligns with the new year, a time when we are all optimistic to do better ahead. So I invite everyone to apply for this program. The link has been shared in the chat, and tell all other female entrepreneurs that you know are looking to export about it. The applications will run until February 4th. So thank you very much for your time and have a good evening.
Thank you very much, Caroline. And I would also like to thank my team at India SME Forum and the entire back office team of UPS who has made this initiative possible. Ms. Bhavya Sharma is the convener of this Women Exporters Program in India. And she can be reached at bhavya@indiasmeforum.com. And her number is 771-4x0933. Bhavya, I will request you to kindly put your coordinates on the chat. So in case of any queries, you are welcome to reach her. You're welcome to reach us anytime. And I invite you all once again to please apply for this program. And also spread details about this program for all the prospective women entrepreneurs in your group who would be intending to export. So with that, have a great evening. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Deepali ma'am. Thanks to all. Thanks, Christina. Thanks, Caroline. Thank you, Vinod sir.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Hemlata, Snehal ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.